Alright folks, gather round. We're diving into the story of Context Media, later known as Outcome Health. This company started in a Northwestern University dorm room. Context Media wasn't selling hoodies or creating a new social media app. They were in the healthcare tech game, putting screens in doctors' offices. These screens showed health info and ads. By 2016, Context Media was the talk of the town, pulling in serious cash. We're talking hundreds of millions in revenue. Investors were throwing money at them like it was confetti at a New Year's party. The company's valuation? A cool $5.5 billion. Context Media, now Outcome Health, was the golden child of Chicago's tech scene. They were hiring left and right, expanding to swanky new offices. It seemed like the sky was the limit, but as we're about to find out, sometimes when something looks too good to be true, it probably is. Now, let's meet our main characters in this billion-dollar drama. First up, Rishi Shah. Son of Indian immigrants, he started Context Media as a college sophomore. By 31, Forbes named him the youngest self-made billionaire. Then we have Shradha Agarwal, Shah's co-founder and partner in crime. She was the president of the company and just as driven as Shah. Together, they were the dynamic duo of Chicago's tech scene. Young, ambitious, and seemingly unstoppable. They shared a vision of revolutionizing healthcare advertising. For a while, it seemed like they were pulling it off. Shah and Agarwal were everywhere, living the high life. But their empire was built on a foundation of sand. And when the tide turned, it all came crashing down. Alright, now we're getting to the juicy part, the scam, the fraud, the reason we're all here. Outcome Health's success was about as real as my chances of becoming the next NBA MVP. Shah and Agarwal were playing a game of smoke and mirrors with their advertising numbers. They were telling clients their ads were being shown on more screens than they actually owned. But wait, there's more. They weren't just inflating numbers. They were straight up fabricating them. Creating fake case studies, photoshopping screenshots, the works. Clients were paying for ads that were never shown. It was a house of cards, and it was only a matter of time before someone noticed the shaky foundation. Section 4. The House of Cards collapses. Investigations and allegations. For Outcome Health, that moment came in 2017. The Wall Street Journal dropped a bombshell report. They exposed the company's fraudulent practices. Chaos ensued. Investors were shocked. Clients were outraged. The FBI and the Department of Justice launched investigations. The allegations were damning. Forged documents, inflated metrics, fake case studies. The list went on. Former employees started coming forward with stories of shady practices. This was systemic fraud, baked into the very core of the company's operations. The billion-dollar startup was revealed to be nothing more than an elaborate Ponzi scheme with a tech twist. Section 5. Legal consequences. The downfall of Shah and Agarwal. In 2019, the hammer finally came down. The Department of Justice charged Shah, Agarwal, and other executives with multiple counts of fraud. The indictment was a whopping 69 pages long. It detailed a fraud scheme that lasted from 2011 to 2017. Shah and Agarwal pleaded not guilty at first. They tried to paint themselves as innocent victims. But fraud on this scale is hard to miss. In January 2023, the verdict came in. Shah was found guilty on all counts, facing up to 30 years in prison. Agarwal pleaded guilty to one count of aiding and abetting wire fraud, facing a maximum of 5 years. From billionaires to convicted felons in just a few years. Talk about a fall from grace. Section 6. Ripple effects. Impact on stakeholders and market trust. When a billion-dollar company goes up in smoke, it doesn't just affect the people at the top. First, there were the investors. Some of the biggest names in venture capital had poured money into Outcome Health. Poof, gone. Then there were the employees. At its peak, Outcome Health had over 500 employees. When the company imploded, they were left high and dry. It was a stark reminder that when companies engage in fraud, it's often the regular folks who pay the price. This scandal sent shockwaves through the entire healthcare tech industry. It raised serious questions about due diligence and oversight. Investors became more cautious. Startups faced increased scrutiny. The Outcome Health scandal became a cautionary tale, a reminder that in the world of startups, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is.